What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's get that Bitcoin chart up, see how everything's going. Have a look at the evening. All right, so we closed at about 84,600 almost. We're sitting at 84,766 right now. It kind of looks like we're using this 85K level as resistance. I hope that that is not the case, right? We need a solid break through there, guys. We need to close above there, because if we do not, I think we are going to roll over here. I do think we're going to roll over if we don't break through here, right? We're rejecting off of it quite a bit. We closed above it, then shot right back down. We're holding the 30-day SMA as support, which is good, but we rejected a close today. We've wicked up and touched it again here. I think that we're probably going to roll over here and lose the 30-day sometime this week. Now, that could be because we're going to retest the top of this trend line before a breakout. We could do that, right? That's perfectly normal. There wouldn't be anything to worry about. So, but again, if we keep rejecting off of here, we could see another hard rejection to the downside. I mean, look what happened back here, right? We rejected, we broke through right here, right? We rejected, then we broke through, fell right back down, rejected, and then boom, hard. What the hell happened there? And then boom, hard rejection all the way down, right? We don't want to see that hard rejection, right? So if we do, hopefully we hold the top of this trend line, and that would be perfect. So that's what I'm watching for on Bitcoin right now, guys. We could see a rollover here. Very, very possible if we do not get above and close above 85K. Your boy, my Pokemon name is going to be First a Super Chatosaurus. Well played, sir. Well played. You got it. I wonder what the picture is going to look like. Isaac, my guy, what's up, buddy? What's up, man? I've DCA'd what I can these past few months, which is only like 3K. It's time for me to hodl and wait for my price target. Hey, man, Isaac, that's a good plan, brother. That is a good plan, right? You've been doing some DCAing through these down times. You will be rewarded for it when the market turns around and starts going up, man. And what I would say, guys, it's a funny way that these markets work, because when things are the way they are right now, there's a lot of doubt in the market, there's confusion, there's uncertainty, and you hear all the bearish people, right? All the bearish people. And I want you guys to really pay attention to this, okay? Really focus on it. Take notes if you have to, okay? And that is that at times like this, like I said, everybody's bearish. You're hearing all of the general sentiment is bearish, right? But we're going to go to the upside pretty violently pretty soon, okay? And when that happens, guys, when we are pumping, we're up, we're back up over, we're into new all-time highs, I really want you to pay attention to that, okay? Because what you're going to see then is those same people that were bearish, and I'm talking people on X, I'm talking content creators, YouTubers, all that stuff, right? When we take notes, those same people that were bearish and telling you we're going into a bear market right now are going to be telling you when the market is in all-time highs, they're going to be calling for double, triple, quadruple the price action to the upside. They're going to be telling you super cycle. They're going to be telling you the bear market's not, or the bull market's not going to end. And they're going to be telling you that stuff. That is a top indicator, guys, okay? That's why I want you to pay attention to it, because it is a top indicator. When the general sentiment in the market gets to that point and you hear everybody saying we're going way higher, we're going way, way, way higher, don't sell, that's when you want to get out of the market, because we ain't going way higher. Just like right now, it's a bottom indicator when everybody's bearish and saying we're going into a bear market. There is no altcoin season. There's no bull, all that stuff. That's a bottom indicator. Just like that euphoria is a top indicator, right? If you really, really hone in and pay attention to those things, you'll see exactly what I mean. All right, let's get into the chat. Off the grid, Paul, what's up, buddy? It's a perfect day to fill our bags with Zebek around 309. Yes, feeling grateful and fortunate. Nice. Attaboy, Big Isaac. There you go, man. There you go. WF Capital in the house. What's up, man? What's up, weirdo? Zebek's going to absolutely rip when she finally decides to go. I agree, man. It's going to be violent. J Money, what's up, man? Bulbasaur in the house. First Pokemon of the day. Joel, what's up, weirdos? Got my Zebek and my Myria bags packed. I would buy more, but out of dry powder. Let's go. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with hodling. Afternoon, Rob. There's a lot of volume down on several coins. Can we still expect a run up this week? Well, like I said, I just was pointing out Bitcoin here. If Bitcoin does not break above 85K here and start closing above 85K, we could see a rollover. And if we see a rollover, then yeah, we're going to see altcoins roll over with it, right? So, all right, guys, as always, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. It doesn't cost you a penny, guys. It costs you nothing. Let's not be cheap with the likes and subscribes, right? Make it happen, Captain. Get her done. What else do we have? There we go. Okay. Funky, what's up, buddy? Lots of XCN in the feed today. Something big coming soon. It is an economic boom. I dig it, man. I dig it. Go time. What's up, buddy? Brandon, loving this community. Really thinking about joining up soon. Packing my bags for the bull run and the next. Holding Quant and Tau for my long-term bags. What about you guys? Nice. We'd love to have you over on the Patreon, brother. Come and join the family. We will be live over there tonight, shortly after this live stream ends. Beebs, my guy, my dude, tomorrow Tampa plays. Are my Leafs going to clinch the division? We'll see. All we need is one win, or we need Tampa to lose one game, and it's over, Grover. Then I don't have to face your Bolts until the second round, hopefully. Mike, what's up, man? I saw a picture of Hara with Binance today. Yeah, that was I think that was actually from yesterday, wasn't it? It was either from yesterday or the day before. Yeah, here's the thing. Jasmine, actually, as a company, they actually have really close ties and relationships with the personnel over at Binance Japan. So, yeah. Isaac with another super chat. My goodness, my friend. Thank you so much. Whether you like it or not, Rob, we are friends and co-workers now. We were friends a long time ago, buddy. A long time ago, my brother. What do we got here? Yeah, we went through that. Matt's in the house. What's going on? Let's get this party started. There she is, Gamma Goddess. Let's hold the line and get this money. Hell yeah. All Braves fan, boo, Sissy Bears, and Rob and fellow weirdos. What's going on, man? My Braves in Toronto tonight. Yes. Unfortunately, I cannot watch the game. Oh, we got Mewtwo in the house. There you go. Second Pokemon of the day. Hey, let's get this money, crypto fam. And as always, thank you for everything you do, Rob. And hope you feel a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I feel a little bit better this evening. My son's feeling a little bit better. His voice is starting to come back. Not quite there. I figure another 2 or 3 days we'll both be back at 100%. Thank you so much. Gamma Goddess, hope you and your son are feeling better, Rob. Please look into Holistic Trinity. You won't be sick again. Can you DM that to me over on the Patreon, Gamma Goddess, so I can look into it? Because I'll forget. Shoot me a DM so that I can keep it saved, and I'll have a look at it. That would be super fantastic. Do it. Rays destroying Boston tonight. Man, Boston, not so good this year for the sports, eh? Lizzie, what's going on? Hey, Rob. I tried to watch all your shows every day, and I love when you get to see them live like today. There you go. Yeah, we love having you here on the live streams, Lizzie. We love having you for the live streams. And I was actually today, I was putting together a brand new kind of schedule, and trying to maximize the amount of content that I can get out across both YouTube channels, Crypto Future, Crypto Blueprint, and over on X as well. So I'm kind of putting together a new plan here so I can maximize the amount of content. You guys are going to get so sick of the content that's coming out. You're going to be like, man, Rob's putting another video out. Geez, can't watch that guy no more, right? But now that you're here, if you've ever clicked the like button on any of my videos before, you are now contractually obligated to watch every single piece of content I put out, right? Good times. Good times, guys. What else do we got? Let me see. Oh, we got another super chat from Matt, my guy. Let's get you your goal, Rob. You definitely have been getting me to mine. Hey, thank you so much, brother. I love it, man. I love it. Matt, you always seem to be the one pushing us over the line to get us that goal on the super chats. That's awesome, buddy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all you guys. Where are we? Ceiling fan, what's going on, man? Where you been? Do you think Jasmine hits 2 cents by the end of this month? Yes, I do. I think Jasmine hits 3 cents one. My next target for Jasmine is 3 cents one. Jesse and James, what's up? Thanks as always for making time for your members. Hey, that's what we do. Pikachu in the house. We got 3 Pokemon and going strong. Where's that green tea? Where's Squirtle? Ash gives TM to Pikachu. Thunderbolt's forgotten. Pikachu uses double team. Evasiveness rises. If you know, you know, right? Boomin', what's up? Can you take a look at Alchemy Pay and let me know if you think it'll keep pumping? Sure, I can do that for you. I most certainly can do that for you. Let me see if it's over on, I think it's on Binance, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Sure. Let's have a look over on Binance here. Well, we definitely met resistance here. I don't know. Kind of looks like we're going to have this is a pretty significant level of resistance we got going on right now, right? As you can see. Look at this. Look how far back this one ranges, right? What do we got over here? Resistance. A little bit of resistance here. There's resistance right here. Support, resistance. Pretty significant level of resistance we're sitting at right now. So I don't know, Boomin. I think it's probably topped out for now, personally, unless there's some sort of macro news or something. But I think we're kind of topped on it right now. Now listen, not financial advice. If it was me, I would be taking some profits off the table for Alchemy for ACH right now, because I think, especially if Bitcoin rejects off 85 and rolls over, Alchemy Pay is definitely going to roll over, right? I think it's at a pretty strong level of resistance right now. Listen, it could break through. It could break through and keep going. 100% it could. I don't think that it will, though. I think that you're hitting a pretty significant level here, and you're probably going to see a bit of a correction. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Restful Mind says, hit that like button. Let's go. Must be about 9th now. Okay. What's up, Amazing Coins, for you? Rob, I only watch you as a content creator, and I pay attention to every video and live that is put out. Doing my research, I'm also really good at holding and not selling. My guy, that is the plan, brother. That is how you win. Paul, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Rob, I like your chances. Yes, me too. I think there's like a 90.9, but that doesn't mean it's not 100%, right? So, my Leafs have defied odds before and screwed us over, so I'm not counting my chickens. Easy, yo-yo. Of course, then again, here's the thing, Beebs. The only reason I really care is because since the Atlantic Division has existed, I don't think that my Leafs have ever actually won the Atlantic Division, right? That's the only reason I care. It doesn't mean anything, really, right? I mean, we still, if you don't win in the playoffs, it doesn't mean nothing, right? Easy, yo, good evening, peeps. Hockey ball playoff soon. My Stars getting all the L's out of the way now. There you go. Dallas, yeah, that's a stacked team too, man. Holy smokes. Dallas is going to be a beast. I wouldn't be shocked. Dallas is one of my top 2 to come out of the East for the Cup, for sure. I'll definitely send them to you. Thank you so much. If the crypto gods give us a 40-cent Moonwell, I'll happily ride off into the sunset. You ain't riding off into no sunset, brother. We got a lot of NHL hockey games that we got to go to. Oh, Taku, what's up, buddy? Can you feel the calm before the storm? I can feel it, brother. I smell it in the air. You know, you can smell a storm coming. I smell it. I taste it. Take NAC every day for my, there you go. Nice. Ryan. Hey, Rob, have you checked out Caesar airport video? I watched his, I did watch his Bitcoin airport edition. I was playing it earlier today while I was driving. I had to go exchange the bike we got my son for his birthday, and I had Caesar playing while I was driving. It was a short video, though, right? And I didn't really retain much from it. Milk Money, what's going on? I saw you over on Otaku's live stream. I gotta send you the Otaku tariff, right? 106% Otaku tariff. Yes, that's if you're over on Otaku's live stream and you don't hit the like button when he's live, Otaku tariff, right? 104% tax on that. Isaac, what's up, man? Sick of the content. Sounds like Mr. T saying we're sick of women. Special Lord, snap. I hit the like button right before you mentioned the contract. There you go. Locked in, Thor. Locked in, man. I appreciate you crashing my live stream again today. Hey, I'm there every day, buddy. Every day. I just don't always have my hands free to be able to say anything. I've added to the 5th power, and your lives and your videos are the only thing I can seem to focus and watch to the end. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. What about this pump right now? Are we pumping right now? Oh, we're at 80. We're still above 80. We're still below 85. We're sitting at 84,800. We need, here's the thing, guys, right? I know it seems pretty bullish right now, right? But what do I always tell you guys? When things are good, they're never as good as they seem. When they're bad, they're never as bad as they seem, right? We could very easily reject off this 85 and roll down, guys, right? What we need to do is we need to actually break through 85, even 86 here, and we need to start closing daily candles up in this area, right? If we just keep bouncing off this 85, we're going to get rejected hard off of it. Look what happened over here. Rejection, hard rejection, right? We don't want that to happen. But listen, I honestly do think that we're probably at this point, I'm starting to think we're going to come down and test the top of this trend line to confirm the breakout before we head up. So don't be shocked if we come back down to around that $80,000, $81,000 range. Ceiling fan, I've been with my family who's visiting from out of town. I still watch the videos you put out and scan the Patreon. Nice, nice, nice. Enjoy your family time. Absolutely, man. There's things money can't buy, and family time is one of them. Allison, there she is. Good evening, Rob, Crypto Future Fam. What's up? We need Squirtle in the chat, man. Eating dinner with Rob to help my digestion. There you go. I'm glad I could help with your digestion. Zebek people on Telegram going nuts. Had to tell someone. Going nuts? Why are they going nuts? Going nuts in a good way or a bad way? Will China open CN opened look at gold? Well, China opened look at gold. Oh, look at gold. I was drawing a mind blank there when I was reading what you were saying. I was like, what? Let's go have a look at gold. What's gold doing right now? China market opened. Let's go look at gold. Oh, look at gold. Gold is running. Look at that. That's the daily. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not bad, not bad. Boom, 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 boom. Nice little climb. Let's go to the hourly. Nice little climb today. Okay, I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Daily. Yeah, look at that. Look at gold. My goodness, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. No problem, Rob. I'm a professional content consumer. I hope you get paid well. Zebek people on Telegram going nuts. Had to tell them if they can't handle it a bit. Were they going nuts because it's down? It's not even down anywhere near as much as most things that are down. That's crazy if they're feeling negative. Hey, I'll buy their fear. I'll buy your fear all day long. I was referring to being the first with a super chat. Yeah, that was your boy. He got that. He got that this evening. You got it this morning. River, where have you been? Good to see you. Good to see you. Lizzie, I just went over to Cryptos R Us for 1 second. He said that Mr. T is trying to replace Powell by the fall. Yeah, that's not new news, though. He's been trying to replace Powell for a while. He's trying, yeah. He wants someone in there that's going to play ball, right? Hope everyone's having a great start to the week. Don't forget to smash the like button over on Crypto Blueprint and over on Crypto Otaku. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. 210% Otaku tax now. ACH, melting faces. There you go. Nick, Rob, how bullish are you on XRP for the next month? For the next month? Slightly bullish, I guess. Yeah, it'll run with everything else, I suppose. Yeah, I'm kind of neutral. Listen. I am on a short term. I'm just kind of neutral on XRP. In the big picture, macro, I'm very bullish on XRP. You're not going to get short term maximum ROI out of a project like that right now, though. But in the long term, you will get fantastic profits out of it. Mr. T is replacing the Fed. There you go. Likes for looky-loos. There you go. I will be first tomorrow, you boy. Watch out. McNerney, good evening. I'm here with you every day, brother. Nice, my guy. I'll take a 2-cent Zebek, then I'll ride off into the sunset. Moto, what's up, man? Patreon member here. Was wondering if you could take a look at V. Was that? Is that Block V? Yeah, Block V. Guys, listen. Block V. You guys know me. I don't FUD projects ever, right? So, but I don't like Block V. I don't like it. There's too many red flags on it, right? I actually was talking about Block V with a member of the Patreon earlier today, right? I know it looks good on the surface, but when you do a deeper dive, not good, right? First problem. I know that you look at it and you say the market cap's good, right? The tokenomics are good. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Look at the all-time high, 35 cents, right? I know that when you do that, it looks okay. Couple of red flags though. First, the last all-time high was over 7 years ago. Okay, 7 years ago. That means that it underperformed in the last bull run. Why did it underperform in the last bull run? And I know there's content creators out there making videos about partnerships and stuff like that. But here's the big problem with Block V that I don't like personally. Right here. See this? This means low liquidity. Now, there's a saying that we have over on the Patreon. Hard to buy, hard to sell. And what that means, guys, is that if a project has little to no listings except for like a Uniswap listing or something, especially a project that's been around for over 7 years, has no centralized exchange listings, and that doesn't make you ask why it doesn't have any of those listings, first of all. Second of all, the fact that it doesn't have any listings, listen, you could hold a whole bunch of Block V coins, okay? You could hold a whole bunch of them. They could pump and your bag could be worth $1 million in Block V. Here's the problem. It's only listed on Uniswap, which means low liquidity. What that means is that when you try to sell your $1 million worth of Block V, there's nobody to buy it because nobody has access to it. Hard to buy, hard to sell, right? Whatever you're trying to sell, there needs to be liquidity. There needs to be listings so that other people can buy what you're trying to sell. If it only has one decentralized exchange listing after 7 years, it's going to be hard for people to buy. A lot of people in crypto only use centralized exchanges when they're buying stuff, right? So I'm not fudding the project. This goes for any project that only has one decentralized exchange listing. It's going to be hard for you to sell it when the time comes. You might not be able to. You might get stuck holding your bag because no one's around to buy it from you. All right? So just going to put that out there, guys. Be careful with what you purchase. I had to switch from Heinz. Oh, Heinz. Do you think XCN is on point of a breakout? I think that XCN is consolidating where it is right now, and I think it's going to take another. It could take another. I mean, yeah. Listen, it could last another couple of days, but I do think that XCN is on the verge of a breakout. Yes, it's consolidating where it is right now for the 5th day now in a row, and we could see another leg up on that for sure. Yes, I do. I need SEI to run. I got my average down to 40 cents. Nice. It's a good project. Watching mine pump right now. There you go. With that mantra stuff, could it happen to gems we have, or was the writing on the wall there? Well, I did a video covering what happened with Block V yesterday. What I would say is that when somebody asks, like, well, with this happening to Block V, could that happen to our project? That could happen to any project, right? But in saying that, that's why people doing their research matters, right? That's why knowing what's going on with the team, knowing on what's going on with the project. What I would say is this, okay? Let me put it this way for you. Anybody who would buy into a project where the team holds 90% of the tokens is begging to get dumped on. That is one of the worst ideas you could do. Do you really trust the team that they're not going to dump 90% of the tokens into circulation? That in itself is the problem, right? But Space Lord, I'm stuck in Arrow. I was riding it up and down between 50 to 55 cents, and the tariffs hit, got my average down to 47. Nice. I got your push-ups, sir. There you go. Let's go. Get 50 push-ups. Let's do it. Carlos, the other creator that's doing live right now, is calling ISO 2022 Buzz World projects, especially XRP, are salesman pitches and administration lies. Shake my head. He's got a 23K followers eating it up. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a problem. People either love XRP or they hate it, right? You get content creators who, half the content creators for XRP exaggerate everything to the bullish side, and the other half exaggerate it to the bearish side. There's not really many XRP content creators that are reliable when it comes to accurate, tethered to reality content, right? It's always one extreme or the other. It's always XRP's going to $10,000 or XRP's going to zero, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'll take a 10-cent Swift and I'll ride off into the sunset. Funny you say that, Beebs, because I want to show you something here. Now, people ask me, well, where can Swift go? Here's why I think Swift can really run, go so much higher than people think, right? Look at the tokenomics on this. 100% of the supply is in circulation. It only has a 10 billion max supply, guys. The tokenomics on this project are fantastic and primed for a phenomenal run. That is why I believe that this project could hit the likes of 30, 40, 50, 60 cents with these tokenomics, right? 10 billion max supply, 100% of it in circulation. Yeah, this project, man, this is why I love Swiftcoin. Absolutely. Elizabeth, how you doing? Good to see you. I saw my Jasmine go down from 65% to only 20%. So excited for the day. I'm in the green. It's coming, man. It's coming. I got 10K XRPO, 37 cents, swapped 80% in XCN and Swift, $2.80. I'm happy with those returns. There you go. Nice. XRP. I knew you meant XRP. All right. Wow, we don't have too much time left already. All right, let's get into some of the content we got here. We've got a couple of clips to play for you guys, and then we'll call it. Let's get into Pomp first. We haven't heard from Pomp today. He says the smart people on Wall Street are warning about a paradigm shift. Make sure you're paying attention.
We're headed to a brand new paradigm in financial markets, and you better pay attention to this because it may affect your portfolio. But here's the thing. Don't take my word for it. Instead, listen to Jordy Visser. I recently interviewed him after 30 years on Wall Street, and here's the alarm he had to sound.
This week, I will literally say in something that will be out there for the rest of my life that the system officially broke this week. This seems to be the end of global trade the way we've seen it. Bond yields are very close to breaking out to the upside. 30-year yields as we sit here around 5%. The high before Donald Trump came in there over the course of the last 3 years was 5.17. Mortgage rates are going to go higher. Like the whole plan of we're going to help people all throughout the country, it's not there. So I just think everyone just has to deal with the fact that we're in this point where while we figure out this system, the China-US relationship is really important, but the currency's not moving over there. So it's just the rest of the world. It's kind of like a sausage squeeze right now while the US and China figure out how to come to some terms.
It's pretty crazy to hear someone with the experience of Jordy talking about this so eloquently. The world is shifting, capital markets are changing, and countries are rearranging themselves in the global world order. Add in the fact that decentralization and technology is becoming very important, and you can see how the next 20 years is going to look very different than the last 20 years. But Jordy's not the only one talking about this. Instead, listen to Ray Dalio. He runs the largest hedge fund in the world, and he's issuing a very similar type of caution.
I think that right now we are at a decision-making point and very close to a recession. And I'm worried about something worse than a recession if this isn't handled well. A recession is 2 negative quarters of GDP, and whether it goes slightly there, we always have those things. We have something that's much more profound. We have a breaking down of the monetary order. We are going to change the monetary order because we cannot spend the amounts of money, so we have that problem. And when we talk about the dollar and we talk about tariffs, we have that. We are having profound changes in our domestic order, how ruling is existing, and we're having profound changes in the world order. Such times are very much like the 1930s. I've studied history, and this repeats over and over again. So if you take tariffs, if you take debt, if you take the rising power challenging the existing power, if you take those factors and look at the factors, those changes in the orders, the systems, are very, very disruptive. How that's handled could produce something that is much worse than a recession.
So there you have it. Ray Dalio, Jordi Visser, and many others, all talking about this paradigm shift from the old world to the new world. The United States is trying to make sure that we continue to win in this new world, just like we did in the old one. But you and your portfolio, you got to do the work. You got to listen to all the data, and you've got to be able to be nimble. Because when the world changes, there's winners and there's losers. And you want to make sure that you end up on the right side of the equation.
I'm a winner. I am a winner. Absolutely. There's another one for you guys on one of my favorite projects, guys. A little bit of a Forta clip for you. Just check this out because I love Forta.
Forta Firewall's proprietary AI model is built for on-chain security.
This is why I love
Forta's
Forta.
custom graph neural network is trained on years of blockchain data, covering hacks and normal transactions. This supervised model delivers high accuracy and ultra-low latency, continuously retraining on new activity for real-time prevention. Forta's AI runs in a private environment, making it nearly impossible for attackers to reverse engineer. That means stronger, more resilient security for Web3. Cyber criminals evolve, but Forta's AI evolves faster, learning from every attack, improving accuracy, and reducing false positives in real time. Forta Firewall means stronger AI-powered protection for rollups. Learn more at forta.org.
Another reason why I love Forta, guys, just one more gem that we cover over on the Patreon. What's your thoughts on XPR Network? Sorry if I'm late. First of all, Stowe, 50 push-ups for being late. Secondly, extremely bullish on XPR Network. Marvin, my brother, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Short-term pain for long-term gain. Can I get an amen to that? Absolutely. All right, guys, as I said, again, make sure you're voting over on Binance for anything except for Jasmy, right? FTT, Zcash, whatever it is, go over there, save Jasmy. Jasmy's in third place right now. So make sure you vote for anything except for Jasmy this is for it to be delisted. So do your part, guys. Do your part for sure. What else do we have? Another listing for XCN, guys, on Change Hero. Another spot listing. Love it. More liquidity, guys. More liquidity. Very, very nice. Yes, you like it. All right. What else do we have from Squawk Box? China won't weaponize U.S. Treasury markets in the first move, says China Beige Books. I'm not even going to try to read that name. Listen up.
Now it's China Beige Books COO Shahzad Akazai. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
So what are we seeing here? What do you really think is happening?
Well, what the data are showing is that you had a couple of positive months. Jan and Feb actually didn't look bad, but then March is when you get this massive deceleration, and it actually brings the entire quarter down with it to where you see an economy that could have looked like it's doing all right, not terribly, to where it's actually slowing down, right, of course, as you get these 145% tariffs or so forth.
Okay, so therefore the question becomes, if you're in the art of the deal, does the U.S. now have more leverage over China, perhaps?
I think the U.S. has more leverage regardless of what the data would have shown. On the other hand, 1 quarter's worth of weak data can trouble markets. I don't think this is something that President Xi or the Communist Party are particularly going to be bothered by.
In terms of what we saw over the weekend, because this is what you study and this is what you spend your time doing, what is the mindset, not of the, I don't think we can understand what's going on, the mindset of what's going on in the White House, really. But what's the mindset of, and we were just talking to Eunice, of the people in China, and then, of course, the people at the top of China?
Yeah. Well, look, I think the mindset is that we need to focus this year on stabilizing the economy. They're claiming that they're going to do a 5%, GDP growth rate again. I'm going to be increasingly very skeptical of these growth numbers that are coming out of China at the official level. But what I'm not skeptical of is the fact that there is this desire to do more fiscal activity, to do more fiscal spending, to continue to ease monetary policy in order to provide support to the industrial sector. I think that's where, by and large, their efforts are going to be concentrated. I don't think they come out and do anything on the household side. I don't know if they even know how to. And there's ideological barriers stopping them from, I think, pursuing that.
In terms of the leverage point, this idea of once you take semiconductors and phones and screens off the list, how much does China care about the rest of the stuff? Because it's unclear how much the U.S. cares about the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, we certainly decided that some of the most important things for us are now going to be under a different tariff basket, right? So we are expecting more sectoral tariffs, more investigations, stuff that was, by the way, going to happen anyway, has now been announced. The reality is that, look, the Chinese economy is heavily dependent on exports. They are still very heavily dependent on their manufacturing base. From day one, they've made it clear they don't want a single part of this trade war. If we could go back to how things were before President Trump was elected the first time, I think they would take that deal in a heartbeat.
How much pressure do you think they can apply vis-a-vis U.S. Treasuries?
Look, could they weaponize it? Of course they could. They're the second largest holder, but that creates problems for themselves, right? I mean, yes, the yuan is now weakening. They're trying to support that. At the same time, they don't want an incredibly strong yuan either. So that starts getting very, very complicated for them. So I think that Treasury weaponizing argument gets a lot of play. It's very sexy. I'm just not sure if that's their first move. And also, I think that could really inflame the situation. That's a very serious escalation from the U.S. standpoint.
Okay, and then the other question relates to the degree you think that China is capable of creating better relationships with South Korea. Obviously, Russia's on board. It sounds like Spain is interested in what's going on with China in terms of it strengthening those relationships. What's the possibility over the next 90 days as these tariff negotiations play out? Not that we, meaning the U.S., are able to put together a coalition of allies, but that they are able to put together a coalition of allies.
Yeah, that's the thing I think people in D.C. have a hard time wrapping their minds around. We could be the biggest consumer in the world, but that's not stopping these other countries from saying, hey, China is not only the second largest economy. For most of us, it's in our neighborhood. It's right there. So they have to be very careful about how they manage their relations with China. We're not going to get to turn these countries against China or create a coalition against China. We might be able to have some wins in the interim. There's hope, for example, that we can get these countries to increase, their clampdown of transshipment, for example, maybe ramp up some tariffs on Chinese products that are coming in, so forth. So perhaps there's some wins to be had there, but let's not get carried away and imagine that somehow we've got this massive anti-China coalition that we can get.
Well, that's what I love, all the speculation going on around this situation, man, when nobody really knows what's happening, what's going to happen, except for the people in the White House right now. Did XEN get listed on Binance? I think it's got a futures listing, not a spot listing yet. Not a spot listing just yet. So, Milk Money, amen, brother. Amen to that. Yes. What else do we have? Anything else? Oh, yeah. Here's some reassurance for you from Mr. T himself. Mr. T says stock market is very strong after getting used to tariffs. So I don't know if that's good or bad that he's saying that, but okay, I guess, whatever. All right, guys, let's get back over to the Bitcoin charts. What are we doing here? Sitting at that 85K level. We're just about $100 over 85K. We want to break above here tonight, guys. Let's get above here. Let's get above 86K. Let's make a move tonight, guys. Strong move to the upside. That's what I want to see. So Listen, guys, I got to get ready to do a live stream over on the Patreon. So I will be live over there in about a half hour, 40 minutes. Get over there, guys. The link is down below. It's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. You can also book your one-on-one coaching calls with me personally over there, guys. So get over there, check it out. The coaching calls are absolutely free as a Patreon member. So get over there. If you don't like it over there, guys, if you're like, this isn't for me, which I doubt. I mean, it's a huge community, very educational. But if you don't like it and you're like, it's not for me, then what I would say is that at least you get a free one-on-one coaching call out of the deal, right? Where we can have a look at your portfolio, make sure that you're not over diversified or anything like that, and make sure you're pointed in the right direction. So check it out for yourselves, guys. If you got free tools at your disposal, I recommend using them. That is for sure. So yeah, anyway, guys, I will be live in about, like I said, about a half hour or so. Get over to the Patreon. I'll see you guys there. God bless.